I mean, hey, I might be like now 3 minutes early, but with how often I run late, let's just be 3 minutes early. Right, okay, welcome. Oh yeah, I need to briefly try something if my audio is out is working. What can I do briefly to cause some sort of noise? I guess maybe open, I don't know. I mean, I can just start the game, whatever. I'm gonna look at it when I start up the game. Right, where's my Steam? Steam. Let's just launch in SteamVR mode. Because I want to actually play. Main screen, okay. Have the audio turned down still for streaming. It's Sunday actually. I did that. Right, does the audio work? Brief check. Yep, it does. That's good. Right, do I want to do something else? No. This seems to all be fine. Live stream is working. All of these things. Everything up and running. Good. Let's get to multiplayer. I need to select in the primary count our KTM crossbow. Server isn't up yet. There's a rain falling onto my window. The competition server is still running at 2:30 AM. I can still sign up for EU region events. And like half an hour, they would host an event that starts at about 3 AM in the EU session, a region. The Suzuka, 30-minute race, no pit stop rules, 7-minute qualifying, with 3-minute free practice beforehand. At Suzuka, in the EU region, at 3 in the fucking morning. Okay. I guess I remember that it's not able to get a race, but I guess they might have like extended it by one race into the morning to allow people from not the EU region who run like late shift to run a race. I don't know. Because as far as I know, like when you're working in a job with a free shift design, you would run late shift, I think, up till 10 PM. And then you have the night shift take over. Right. Doesn't matter. We hit race. Excuse me, why is the server not up? Refresh list. I mean, having spun up over the weekend a couple of ACC servers, it's kind of funny, like knowing when they. It's still marked as launching. Okay. So, it's kind of funny, like when you like spin it up, you have an uptime monitor that pings the server port, so I can see when the server is available. Also to the internet, because my port forwarding rules are deciding to randomly just stop working That's fun. Now the server's mocked is running, so I guess SGP might have like a bit of code to... no, it's still willing to not find the server right now, so that's fun. Okay, let me in. Let me in. 604. Right. Okay, let's...
Green light. Go, go, go.
Let's go. Aggressive preset. Oh. I didn't notice when the sessions would run. I didn't notice that. Okay, it's just that we're running free practice on a Friday at 6 AM. Qualifying is at 7 AM. O'Brien is the next car that joined after me. Hey O'Brien, how are you doing? I'm in Swingman, so it looks fucking weird. Right, okay. But yeah, but it's 27 degrees at 6 in the morning. This is gonna be hot. Like, no questions asked, this is gonna be very hot. What are a bunch of settings that I want to change before I even drive out once? I guess I'm gonna give the car a bit of bump stop range on the front already. Reduce a bit. Nah, we keep the rear fine. It's gonna be fine. Just keep it as is. Yeah, we're gonna keep like this for the moment. We're gonna need a lot of brake ducts. I'm already deciding that. We're gonna increase the brake ducts. Because we need to cool the tires. Anything else that I find particularly offensive? No, nothing seems too offensive here. Switch into the driving perspective because nothing else matters. And right. Ignition, starter, headlights, high beams on. Let's go.
Pressure. Stay away from curbs.
Technically I do have a setup for this track. Technically I do have... With one of the first tracks I've raced competitively in ACC for a... Oh yeah, that's actually even on stream. I actually streamed that even the practice race and the main race. Because the practice race, funnily enough, what happened there is like I lost not just my pedals broke mid race. Well, the practice race was technically 2 races, but like I lost my throttle and brake spring in the first race. And the pedal was still resetting back to normal, so I didn't have to like lift my brake up so it didn't drag. I didn't have to deal with dragging, but it was... The brake was actually normally behaving. I had to take the pedals apart to notice that the brake spring also had failed. But I noticed fairly immediately when the throttle spring failed, because it literally could press it like halfway in, and then it would just clack and go the rest of the way. And to say that it was irritating is an understatement. And the funny thing is, I had at that time, I think, ordered these pedals already. These T-LCM pedals. So I had to wait till the T-LCM arrived, which included me driving a ERC 24 Hours of Le Mans with these working with using the what did I do? I used the spring that wasn't a brake pedal as my throttle, and I used a spare brake spring that I had as the brake. So I didn't have a clutch pedal anymore, but that was about it, and I was able to drive with that. Or was it ERC? Yeah, it was ERC. It wasn't something else. Or was it actually? Yeah, I think it was actually also doing the... Oh yeah, Le Mans wasn't a 24-hour race, I think, in the ERC. This season it was actually... It wasn't actually Le Mans, it was... what is the track called? I mean, it was Le Mans in ERC and it was a 12-hour race, but it was also at the same time the Nürburgring 24 Hours with GTR 24 Hours. Which meant I was... well, I think it was the case. The thing is, I didn't have the pedal cam at the time. Or did I? Because I know that I drove... Maybe I drove the Viz Classic with pedal cam and these specific and my old T3PA pedal still, so I am not sure what the timeline is. It's 3 in the morning. I'm just rambling around like an old man about the good old days, even though this was the same year. Oh man, that was botched. Despite improving by like 8 tenths, I'm still a second down right now on O'Brien. Should probably take second. Well, it's a very green track. But 27 degrees Celsius in the middle of the night is hot as hell. And we're gonna run morning hours in the race as well.
Slow car ahead.
Oh, I shot the corner completely, yeah.
That's not bad. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Tire pressures are a bit high. Or at least in the fronts, actually. I had a really good line last time around. And I brake very early for this corner. Lift off and then overshoot. Which is just not good. Ah, that was not great. I'm not quite sure what leads to running wide in that corner. Man, O'Brien moved it down another second down the road.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
What is going on here?
Yellow flag. Be careful there. Yellow flag in sector 1.
I don't know how I can keep up with that, honestly. Usually the KTM and the Alpine have been very much matched with each other. But the KTM was good, the Alpine was good. The Alpine sucked, the KTM sucked, also in the same areas. Straight line speed, the Alpine sucks. Also the KTM. But man, an entire second? Holy fucking shit, where's the time? Again, hit the curbing on the inside. I found an even wider line. It's so weird that I struggle to get cars through this final corner. Yeah, I think it was a reduction on the front by like 0.7 or something. PSI. Something in that realm. Ah, come on. I misclicked by a millimeter and it's assaulting me. I think these were values. Lift the rear. Oh, the rear tires need to be raised up. So. What do the tires actually say in terms of like issues in the setup? None really. There are none real issues in the setup there. Based on how the tires performed. Man, there's no rear springs in the car, but there's like pretty stiff front springs. They're just weird. Also, I didn't notice the car as soon as I went on the brakes to tip towards the front. They want to stiffen in the rear end to roll bar into the car. Maybe not. I've just stiffened the rear springs a bit. Tire temperatures are incredibly balanced. Alright, save the setup. Oh, Jack's drive again. Oh. The 50 speed limit board has been knocked over. That's fun. Right. Man, I don't know whether these people are grabbing the time because it doesn't seem to be on the track. It's like I have no clue where the time is coming for those guys. The KTM should do pretty well in the heat because it doesn't produce much tire heat. It's fairly good on tire temperatures. Wise. A lot of other cars will struggle and overheat them, while the KTM treats its tires pretty well. Empty cut on the inside there really wants to fuck with me. There's nothing in there. There's a 10. That's it. That's the end of it. I got a lamp invalidation there. I'm running a bit too wide.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
You need to late apex that corner. There's quite a bit of time to gain in that
Yellow flag,
flying
be
bit.
careful there.
I badly need to improve right now. Ah, too late on the throttle there. Not that much. Rounds out there. Running fast exit here. The airpin is not quite right. And honestly, I do brake for this corner a bit too late. Might need to go up a gear before that corner. And then, oh shit, this hairpin by a small margin. There's barely anything in it. I don't know where everybody's getting like seconds worth of time. I heard that you didn't down gear. Ah, I got a track cut there from running wide. I don't know who that's. I mean, I can see that at least Mercer's up the order. But it's not. What the fuck, car? Why did you not brake? Why did you not slow down? You brake and the car just doesn't do anything. And suddenly the car stops too good for this corner. God damn it. Like the consistency on the brakes is again a problem with the KTM.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's a bit wide. Still good enough, I guess. Bonk. Maybe it's the sandbags of fuel in my car, but it's frustrating. I hate it. This is one of the reasons why I hate doing much of practice before an event, because it's just sitting on a practice server, it would look like the same, where you're just like, how the hell am I losing 1.5 seconds? And then you get into the race session, and you're suddenly as quick as them, and it's just like, what the actual fuck is going on at that point? And it's just not fun. Let's be real about that. It's no fun in just.
There's a slow car ahead.
white line there. Just turning to get to the end then.
Well done, mate. The fastest time so far.
Still over a second off fastest times. It's just, man, this just doesn't add up. And then I need to break so goddamn early for T1. It's insane. It's mildly insane how early I have to specifically break to just get T1. That's a better line.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Really a better line. Too fast then. Track limits, but it doesn't matter. I wasn't improving anywhere in this lap. I matched myself, which is good to have some consistency to everything. I didn't check my average pressures though.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I didn't get the car. Turn, quite. Maybe I can try ABS down double click. No, I didn't check it again. And I did.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Second gear around the corner. Oh, I got oversteer there. Right, that wasn't good. Wasn't particularly the ideal one. Okay, average pressures were about
Green light. Give it all you
what they
can.
should be actually. We're gonna take like another 0. Let's just 0.2 PS out of all tires. AVS down a peg. And then fuel, what can I put in terms of fuel? It's a very short qualifying session. We're burning about 2.2 liters. About 10 laps. Just take 16 liters. We're about 5 laps actually in qualifying, so we don't have long to set a decent time. I'll gamble a bit with the set, just increasing a thing or two. Decreasing a thing or two. Right, get out of here. Ignition, starter.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curves.
Rolling.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Be careful there. Yellow flag is acceptable.
What track state are we in? We're now on a fast track. I'm not sure how the previous session finished. It's probably also with like a low grip fast track, maybe. Maybe with a green track, I don't know.
Yellow flag. Be careful.
Ah, Mercer escapes, okay. Oh, but that led to. overshot this corner badly. Oversteer again. Tires are not up to pressure at all. To breathe there before I thought they were starting to understeer. 56.7. A second off the pace right now. Oh, and completely overshoot T1. Inconsistent brakes, my favorite issue. Although clawing back already like a second is gonna be fun. I don't think it's... I'm not doing anything majorly wrong, it's just for some... I mean, there's a 10 for 2 here and there, and it's just... That's not enough. Unfortunately. I guess I have to pull it out of a good race performance. And then overshot this corner again. Because of course I did. I'm not even gaining a position, I'm just getting closer to the cars in front. Still not improving in that corner. Well, I'm getting handed, ham-fisted down the entire pack right now. This is probably a perfect line. Corner. And then I overshoot this corner. Fucking hell. Get the fuck out of the way.
Clear on the left. Yellow flag, be careful there. Yellow flag is active.
Oh, bad exit. Bad run for the final corner. Just all the things that I really didn't need to.
Brother, mate, this is
Just about staying within the top 10. Now, this is so insulting right now. Oh, this guy overshoots, really nice. Does this mean I have a clear track now? Too late on the throttle there. And then overshoot this corner completely again. Ah! I don't know where the fucking second is on this track. It's just me having my usual problems. Man, how much slower I was for that hairpin on my fast lap. I guess a 10 for 2 here and there, but it's just, it doesn't add up. Yeah, it's not fun. I don't know what I just did to gain like 2 tenths in a single corner. But I don't know how the fuck I could make my exit even worse out of the final corner. Jesus.
session is now.
This doesn't add up. It's like, how the fuck did this one line suddenly gain 2 tenths of a second? That was no different than any other runs through there. Just because I dragged my brakes slightly through the corner. It's like, it's so bullshit. There's no difference whatsoever with my line. And it's still like, okay, you're doing that faster than me. And then I drive the last 2 corners perfect, and it's like you're 2 tenths slower. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like you can do everything right, and it will punish you, for fuck's sake, for it. Like, that's bullshit. That's just beyond bullshit. Shut up, YouTube. Okay. So. I don't know, I have to... When did actually Mercer qualify? Mercer's on fucking pole. Like, what is going on? Why is my car slower, but his is fast? Like, he's a full second clear of me. When I've the entire season basically trailed him by like half a second or so. I just can't hit it. The car just doesn't allow this pace. That he basically magically makes it appear out of the car. The car just doesn't have the pace. You can't do this. Like smart store data. Memory store 20 minutes divided by memory. And the fun thing is I have to go for qualifying again. Which is kind of an advantage because I can qualify better than this. Perhaps. I don't know. Or worse. Can go both ways. This can go either way. Ah, fun. Fun times. I'm gonna run 11 laps in the first race. 2 extra laps. That's 30 liters. I'm gonna pick up 30 liters, I guess. Alright. What else can I pull out of the closet to just suddenly get back on the pace? Let's mount the rear anti-robo onto the car, I guess. Okay, temperatures have gone up further. We're at 32 degrees Celsius now. We're previously 28, so I guess. Grab another 0.2 psi out of the tires. pretty well overcast. We don't have too much discrepancy in terms of track temp and air temp. Still. So, right. Break that down enough for this race, then I can increase them for the next race. Right, off the jacks briefly. Yeah, it's a 20-minute race just performing. I mean, I've been known for my comeback drive, so that's just... it just sucks. Like, I don't know how to get out of this mindset now. Like, I expected a half-decent performance of the car. And I mean, the car clearly is performing. But not for me. So that's hilariously fun. Not. Anything else I want to do in the sets? Oh yeah, right, I wanted to put the ALB in the back. Yeah. Mount the rear ALB.
30 seconds.
Because that plan might completely backfire. Might not. Let's just see. Let's see how this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just see how that goes. Right. Okay. ABS up. Brake bias back.
Stay single file.
So. Let's not get moving.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curves.
Honestly, with these temperatures, you kind of don't need to wave too much to get the tires up to temp. But hey, we're in GT4 cars still, we still need to do something. Well, I'm starting to have pretty solid temps in my tires now. Let's...
Stay double file.
ABS set back down. Dragging a bit more the brakes just to get that last bit of temp as the brakes. So at T1 I actually have brake temps.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Not the best reaction time for me. And there's a Maserati flying up to me.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Just about held on to my position there, I guess. Although the Maserati is again coming.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And out he goes, sailing way wide. Mercer has also been dropped out of pole position because KTM. Dallas is pretty wide there. I don't like how the Maserati is in my ass. Ooh.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Suddenly saw a Ginetta fly up behind me. Oh, there's F.
Car on the left.
I had to lift because of Ursa on my outside, and now that Maserati is coming.
Car is approaching.
I guess you can say that about the Maserati.
Car
I
on the
missed my
left.
braking.
Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
God damn it, the fucking Maserati's outperforming my KTM. It's so slow. That's a bit wide from the Maserati. And then I get some oversteer from the curb.
Car on the right.
He braked very early there.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
You gave me inside room. I tried to give you inside room there in return. Oh, I mean, you're just gonna blast by me on the straight again, aren't you? Oh, Mercer got by him. I guess that's not gonna happen. At least I've got rid of the Maserati now.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
I now have Mercer behind. Up to P5. That looks better. Ah! I hate you, car, for fuck's sakes. Why are you doing this now? Wait, it just doesn't want to do T1 anymore. The rear is very uneasy on the brakes suddenly. There's too much rotation into the corners now. All of a sudden. Move the brake bars forward for the first time in decades. Versus Rider Mass. Again. Too late on the throttle there.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Half a second just gained by taking T1 right. I overshoot, he overshoots. And oh, he just got run over by the Maserati. Just watch that. It's horrible. O'Brien is just running away with an easy W right now. The Audi should break down because the Audi, like everybody, oh the Audi sucks. It's like, actually no it doesn't. I mean look at, I mean look at how they are falling away right now on this track. It's just, what is going on? Excuse me, please. Shitbox. Yeah, I need to take this ARB back out of the car for this race. That was a terrible mistake. Completely destabilizes the rear end. I mean, that's kind of the point, but like I wanted to loosen it up slightly to get a bit more rotation, but the only thing I got was entry rotation, not mid-corner actually. Cars in the front are just running away at this point. 56 is flat getting turned in front of me. Actually, I'm lapping the same.
Personal fastest lap.
I just noticed, like, I'm lapping the same that they're doing.
Halfway through. Keep it up.
I'm not gaining on them, so that's... I don't know what my qualifying time was. It wasn't particularly good. So, I mean, right, yeah, right, the track must have evolved since qualifying. Probably not much. Because we're still on the same Saturday. Just a couple hours later. Compared to the being in the morning session for Friday, where there has not been any running yet on the circuit. Saturday offers definitely more running before this. Saturday morning means there had been actually quite a bit of running on the track already. Lost quite a bit of time for the final few corners there.
Gaining on the car ahead is number 3. Well done, mate. Personal best.
Yeah, it could have been better. Gone slower, and again from answer effectively. So it's just I'm stuck right now, doing nothing but count down the laps. Because it's just a 20-minute race, the other cars won't really suffer from like tire degradation issues. Honestly, I've never really like had issues with tires just degrading to the point that they become useless. It's never really been an issue. What's probably always masked with fuel burn. It's usually with ACC, you can just run an entire set of tires for an hour and it's just fine, nothing really happens. I mean, these tires at my car seem to also be like not running as fast anymore as they used to. Thank you for the oversteer there. We're doing each other and driving slow right now. I mean, just to put it into perspective, Peter has gapped us by over like 10 seconds. God just doesn't want to perform. And I'm pretty sure if Mercer didn't like wreck out, he would be up there. It's just... man, I don't know what is going wrong with the car. Why everybody else can just tap into additional performance on this track. Well, I can't. Just doesn't quite add up. Let's just slog through a few laps here. There's 2 more laps to go at this point. And I've just under 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Gaining on the driver ahead of sector 3.
Man, that Maserati is a monster this race. Yeah, it's not going to change anything, it's just get it home at this point. I think this has been the most boring race the entire season. It's honestly not too bad. It's like, it's just... I mean, I started P10 and like... I think I started P10 or was it P8 or 9, something like that. And I'm running P5. Dude, honestly, like, a lot of these weren't really even overtakes. I think I did only 1 overtake and that was on the Maserati. And a couple... I don't know how many positions I gained in the start kerfuffle. I didn't do anything fancy, I just did everything from the point of reaching T1 onwards, right? I might need to brake boost for the next race. See if that gives me like any sort of performance advantage. Fuel level low, which means I have still 10 liters. Not 10 liters, 5 liters. I mean, the fuel level is literally on the dashboard of the car. That's probably covered up by myself in the stream. So yeah, good figure. It's Mercer behind me. By 10 seconds. He is not a good race. If someone can complain about his race, I think that honestly thinking about like not about just like what I just said is right, but like about the most boring race, it's probably Imola race 2. Because that sucked. Like just running like kilometers off the back, not reaching anybody after having been run over by who was it again? Christopher, I think.
Right, checkered flag, good job, did the best you could. I'll bring the car back.
So that one wasn't particularly fun. Hungaroring, despite being run over, was very fun. Imola race 1 was pretty decent. And this was just like after the... It's just, the car is so low, so it's not particularly fun. Honk honk. I guess O'Brien wrecked this car because that looks a bit bogged. But yeah, I profited a lot from other people dying and stuff. Bonk. Bonk. I'm sort of phasing through him. Well, that's not great. Let's just escape back to the pits. Twice. Dallas was on a long race fight for the win there. And I guess... I was looking at Dean Solomon saying Brian, telling Brian Nagy that it's fine, but like, because Brian ran also in this race, but he got 40 seconds worth of penalty. It's like, how did you get a stop go at the end? But for track cuts, like, how do you get 40 specifically? Oh, he got a drive through for track cuts, I guess. I didn't get a single track cut, so that's decent. Right, we open the setup and like take the AT robot off the car immediately. Because that was what was raging havoc on the setup. Right there and there. Right, we need to also calculate how much fuel we need for race 2. Which is a 13-minute race, divided by memory. Hopefully it's a bit more exciting than this one, because Christ, just lapping for 30 minutes around the circuit is just gonna make my face fall off. Yeah, my face is gonna get tired from that. So, hold on, that's wrong. That's why it was wrong. Right. So, let's do this again. 30 minutes divided by recall, which is lap time. So that's 16 minutes. 16 laps. We're calculating 18 with 18. 2.4 times 2.3. That's 41 liters. Okay. Just gonna keep that over there. He's having fun a bit over there. So, how does the tire set actually performed? Which tire set did I run in the race? Seems like it gave me tires at 3 for the race. Yeah, the tires just wore out really evenly and everything. It's like, these tires are really good.
Go, go, go.
So, okay, tires at 5. We're gonna need less fuel in the car, because it's qualifying. Oh god, the track temp has gone up massively. Do I want to try, like, opening the brake ducts even one more? Tires. I guess I'm gonna keep the tires the same for my brake ducts. Because they get extra cooling, so they shouldn't overheat as much. Should offset that. Right. Start the engine back up.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Stop and go penalty for 99 causing a collision. What the fuck is going on? Oh, this is weird. When qualifying. So let's qualify. Track is in fast condition. Not optimum, so that's interesting. Well, it must be a very fast track at this point. Now I need this time around to actually make a gap. How much room do I have to behind? Not much to the inside, I should probably start slowing down now. Sorry Dean, but I need a bit of gap to account for. I'm not sure that McLaren is going to perform particularly well, especially in these conditions. The McLarens are going to suffer a lot in this weather. He also got a gap, and the car behind that also got a gap, so everybody's fine. Cars in front are slow. Probably have to abandon this lap now. Let's get up.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Get puns right. Oh, come on, guys. Get a move on. Get a fucking move on finally. Jesus. You're not. braked a bit too early there. That felt so good, but like the time is telling me that was slow. I'm matching my outlap, that is terrible. Dean is catching up to me quickly. This is the point when I started to lift just to get a gap. Six flats, half a second, 1.5 seconds off the pace. That's a yikes. So at least I'm not too far off. And then I overshoot T1. Ah! God damn it. I'll run wide here. This guy's passing caution though. And lost all the time that I just could gain out of the exit because of some wheel spin and bouncing off the rev limiter. Not a good lap. Not a good lap at all. And there's probably a bit of time in there. Oh, come on, he's returning to the pits. Yes, thank you. I gladly appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. But I guess you think you can't improve in your qualifying, or you're out of fuel, or both. Fair enough. I appreciate getting out of my way. Bad exit as well.
Flag, be careful there. Session is now over.
O'Brien only qualified me by 2/10. What is going on? Dallas on pole. Man, what is going on here now? That is very interesting. Oh, I didn't watch the average pressures, but yeah, they were a bit low the pressures. Low pressures out of this situation. So we need 43 liters roughly. And I'm gonna need a bit more in terms of pressures. Right, okay. Oh, but we've also just shot up to 41 degrees Celsius, so I guess I can dial this immediately back out of the car. Because maybe I keep 0.1 in the tires extra. I guess that's a good idea. 43 liters, yep. All three settings are good, right. I guess we're gonna go racing wise. P9 again. Things operate in circular motion. So the Maserati is really good, doing well. Ilpo is behind me with his Beamer. So that's gonna be scary at the start. And O'Brien is next to me. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Definitely. Alright. Let's see if this race has a bit more battling and not just, well, being stuck in dead air for most of the time. Right. 1 minute remaining. One last. It switches between one entire set 4 and entire set 6 every time I open the setup menu. I'm not quite sure what it wants to give me as a fresh set. Alright. Track condition is now optimum.
30 seconds.
Yes. Engine running. Move the brake pads backwards. Move the ABS up by 2 clicks. Now this is gonna be a bit more of a challenge of actually getting the temperatures into the brake discs due to the very large ducts on the tires. Right. Oh, Solomon is also starting alongside me, so he wants probably revenge for being hung out to dry after a race behind me in qualifying, and then also being passed in race 1 at turn, what would that be, turn 4? Yeah, I passed him in turn 4 because he overshot that corner. And he never came back during the entire race. Right, I need to warm my brakes. Really forgot that part.
Double fire.
All right. Gonna attempt the brake boosting start.
Green line, give it all you got.
Not much better. And there comes the BMW, just whoom! I mean, what a joke.
Car on the left.
She just let her.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. 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 Clear on the left.
Alright. Mercer just bobbled there a bit. I didn't have the greatest run for that corner either. He's a bit wide. Ooh. Got a bit close. And Peter completely overshoots T1. But I'm not able to completely capitalize on that. I have an Audi very close, so I can't do outside moves and things like that. I don't know what that move in the middle of the grabber trap was, when he suddenly jerked to the right. Well, 3 positions are 3 positions. Mercer's fighting the MUQU.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I need the slipstream. I'm a sitting duck to the Audi.
This one fastest lap.
Give me Sook! Oh, now he's giving Sook to the other guy.
Clear on the right.
Full commitment on late braking.
Car on the left.
Hello there.
Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He's right there with a decent run.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ah, overshot this corner here. A dogfight with Peter again. He thinks better of dive bombing me. After all, the last time he tried that, it was actually alongside and couldn't pull it up, and I just cut back on him. But now I'm the sitting duck. I don't have a slipstream from the car in front. And I have Peter right behind me, with an Audi right behind him.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
It doesn't seem the Alpine picks up much slipstream off my KTM. So apparently it's still shit in the straight line, the Alpine. Just seems it's very much even better than the KTM in the corners. Which is an astonishing feat. Man, the guy is right in my gearbox. Jesus, he got a good drive there.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ah, he pulled that off. Nicely done. Now I'm sitting again, sitting duck to the Audi again. I didn't have the greatest exit there either. very late switchback there. There's a bit back. I might be able to be safe down the straightaway. Right, I need to keep focused. I can't quite keep up with Peter. Pace problems of my KTM are coming back to haunt me again. But this is a 30-minute race. And my decisions to open the brake ducts even more should positively help me. That was an incredible run for that corner. Yeah, the cars in front are lapping 55s. I just about matched the Audi behind. Tire pressure's a bit high, but that's about it. There's an exit onto the straight. And he's right there. Right now, a bit far enough away that he isn't quite touching me. Nearly going sub 56. Too early on the throttle there.
sector 2. Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
It's he seems to find a stride right now. His car going quicker and quicker while mine is starting to deteriorate. The only thing that's keeping me in this position is because he seems to be very slow right now out of the chicane. It's costing him a lot. He's losing all of his lap time in a single corner. The rest of the lap he's faster than me, which is really weird. Brake a bit early at this point for T1. I should brake a bit later. Front left is starting to get a bit hot. Should probably take it a bit easy in right hand corners. And attempt to preserve. Christ. My commentary tonight is not particularly the greatest. Yeah, my tire pressures are also expanding on that wheel. Last time I went closed up for sure. Got hooked up on the curb. But he has just gone on marbles and sent himself wide. Excuse me, Cal? What the fuck is going on right now? Ah, missed the upshift. He seems for some reason to really struggle with the chicane. Very slow run for this corner. He's probably gonna attempt something again. Or not. He had a bad run on first straight.
Gaining on the car heading sector 2.
The guy that finished in front of me last race, he started from the back of the grid. He's back up to P9 behind us. That's fun. Also, I don't understand why the game is deciding that I'm at some times behind Dean. Like it's listing me at some point as P8 when I'm actually P7. It's like it's suggesting the outcome of this battle. There was another 3/10 last time around. Oh, I missed my corner. That's not good.
Car on the left. Leader on the left.
Man, from how far he can come back and still make a corner is quite a threat for me. Oh, got understeer there.
Falling behind in the car in front in sector 3.
Sure, whatever. Just 5 laps worth of fuel remaining, and we have 3 laps in the race remaining. He's starting to get desperate. Alright, he's starting to run out of laps. There's still 2 more remaining after this. Slightly gapped him. Is that enough? Ran wide here. think he's closer than ever before. Yep.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3.
He's gonna come here. Back to the racing line. Is he gonna do anything? Carrot more speed. This time around, however, I'm able to hug the inside.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Yellow flag ahead, watch out. There's a slow car up ahead.
Wasn't sure if he was actually behind me or alongside. Oh, there's a left car.
The leader has finished the race.
No last minute dive from him. He just couldn't quite put it together, Dean.
Alright, mate, race is over. Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy.
Right. P7. Finished. Man, the Maserati finished P4. Maserati was a monster despite the conditions. Despite the hot conditions, the Maserati was really good apparently. And Dallas won actually. Mercer got onto the podium. Right. Right, okay. I feel very tired. I felt like that before the race even started. Quite under the weather. Perhaps that's the reason why my performance wasn't particularly good. Let's not excuse that. Though I mean, I've been excusing it the entire night. Hey, Mercer. I wasn't particularly far off Dallas. In comparison to race 1, I finished as far back down, despite that this race was 10 minutes longer. Let's just pull it up. Right, okay. Right. You too, man. Dean, I saw you trying, but you just weren't. You didn't have the exit out of the chicane. You would have had me if you had the exit out of the chicane. I could just always outdrive you, and that must have been incredibly frustrating to just be stuck for 20 minutes behind, and you just can't get the exit on me. Like your best shot kind of was actually into the hairpin a couple of times, but it's like if you're coming from like a car length back, even if you have better brakes, it just
Green light, give it all you can.
okay. So alright. Okay. So yeah, I very much encapsulate what my profile, my thumbnail looks like.
Makes it difficult for Royce. Has to be an absolute.
Oh, I'm playing video while I'm still on stream. Fucking idiot who browses my Discord and just doesn't pay attention. Right, okay. Let's just briefly check in if Dean actually replied. He replied that it's not at all, it was a welcoming challenge. Well, and you're welcome. I'm going to leave the server now and just calling it quits for the stream. I want to just briefly check. What were oh, that's stats. That's not the rating. I have a total rating of 95. Track competence obviously 99 because I have all every track. Consistency of 94. Car control of 91. Safety of 99. Racecraft of 99. Because I'm sitting at like a 3500 elo. So it's, but I've been fairly consistently there over the last like 3 weeks or so. It's actually kind of slightly increased. It's been staying roughly where it was. No competition, obviously. Pace rating is 62 because I drove only once such a competition. There's an overdrive rating. Car control, despite that I had like an overdrive rating of 19 in the race, that's seemingly fine. Qualifying had a overdrive of 20, 24 for race 1, and the qualifying one had an overdrive of 38. So it didn't rate my car control particularly high. I don't know how I'm at 91 considering that I have a lot of like 91 is like the highest car control that I have over the last few weeks. Like 4 days ago. Oh, that was the BMW race. Second race that was 91, but like since then it's just been like, yeah, when car control sucks, I don't have particularly much car control. Consistency is also there. Jeez, you can see where the practice is. It's like, why do I have like 4 laps that are 3 days ago? Oh, that was that one race that I drove. Right. That explains it. was the 4 Series. Right. I don't want to check those numbers because I saw on the multiplayer screen how I had like basically maxed out everything. Would you kindly let me exit the game? Which button do you want? Okay, you want the enter button this time around. It's very picky with which button it wants for switching out of this view. Right. Okay. Right. Pull up my controllers. Okay. Soup. So I can actually see what I'm doing. No, I don't want a keyboard. Thank you very much. Just bring the screen to me. Right. Okay. Race done. Pretty simply, the race is done. We finished P6, P5, I think, race 1 and P7, race 2. I mean, not too bad. It's comparable. It's better than my Imola results. It's not as good as obviously my Hungary and, well, Hungary I finished race 1, P9 or something. But like, it's not as good as Hungary, not as good as obviously KLM, where I should have won one of the races. Finished P2 and P2 again, actually. Yeah, I finished both races at KLM and P2 red. Okay. But that's that. You don't win everything. You have some days where you're not performing as good. It's fine. That's how it is. It happens. I think just I don't feel particularly too well, and that's why I'm not particularly too happy over this result. But I think just being like 1.5, when you've been at the front of the field and then you go 1.5 seconds backwards, it's not gonna particularly go mentally well for you. Suddenly. Especially when you're expecting your car to somewhat perform well. And then you're also like quite a bit slower than the driver that you've been able to quite keep up with, usually. That isn't great. But it is what it is. It's fine. Right. Right, I have certain business I attend. And that's not just sleeping. Because November's over, it's 1st of December, and I have things to do. If you know what I mean. Right. Okay. Then, well then, bye-bye. I just noticed I was waving with my... Because I was trying to hold the strap here down. Oh well. Let's put the control properly on with the strap as well. Right. Okay. Bye-bye.